All right, we're live. This actually works. I was surprised. Oh, now we're live. Okay, this actually is working. Yep, this is a 17-inch MacBook Pro that I've had for years. And when Jobs is alive, they actually have decided, hey, we don't know what needs a 17-inch anymore, so we're not going to support it. And so I finally put Linux Mint on it not too long ago. I am in Chicago for celebration, Star Wars celebration with World Class Bullshitters. They're live streaming next door. Um, so it's been a very interesting, and we got snow today. Maybe I don't know if I can pick this thing up. Waiting on housekeeping decided they're going to do something. They've been next door for like an hour. I don't know what the heck they're doing right, that side. But yeah, it was great seeing. I was met EVS the other day. We actually had dinner with them. Had a very crazy car ride. I hope he uploads that video. Anna and Jesse. So Anna, that Star Wars girl, and Jesse Milestone. They both live streamed. Jeff live streamed for a little bit, and Ethan recorded. I cannot live stream from this because YouTube changed the rules. If they would have just waited 2 more weeks, I could live stream all kinds of stuff from the convention floor. But instead, I have been recording. Where's my camera? Basically, been recording a lot of video for WCBS, and I'm going to use some of it too. Well, I almost dropped my camera. However, this thing, it's great, fast lens. This thing gets heavy after a while. So this is the Nikkor I did an unboxing video on, which a lot of people don't like. I don't know why. There's a lot of downvotes on that unboxing video, but they don't say what they don't like. I mean, it's just a freaking lens. But anyway, standard run-of-the-mill unboxing video, and carrying this. It gets hot, but like I said, we got snow today, so we decided we're going to stay in for a while. There's some stuff we're doing later, at least I think, although we're talking a lot of driving. So this is why I'm not drinking this. So this is how much I got this yesterday. I had all that last night, about a third of it or so, close to it, fourth of it. No, not more than a fourth. But so now I got some energy drinks. They don't have the stuff I like with the what is that, the monsters. But hey, I don't care. I really ought to go over to the channel. So now I got to get closer. I'm going to take my freaking glasses off. Make sure this thing is working properly. So, yeah, met Jeremy, met proper Jeremy. Had some really great fans. There's one guy, I can never remember his name, but he came from Sydney, Australia. We had Andy from England. Met some really great fans of the show, and all the shows. Everybody's, in my view, everybody's been great. In that bar the other night, it could have easily gotten out of hand, but didn't. And we were crammed in there. It was hot, but I think everybody had a good time, and then it wound down, and we went our separate ways. It was great. And maybe next time at some other place we'll have to be a little bit bigger or something. Maybe next time, next celebration, where that be? I am trying to find my own frickin' feed. Where is it? Do I have to bring up another browser? So I'm using Chrome. So I guess I ought to prove that I'm actually on. Let's see, how can I prove I'm on a MacBook? But I'm on Linux. I can prove that. Screen share. Entire screen. I know it's going to do that, but so here we have Linux Mint. I'll get that out of the way so it stops making all kinds of things. So obviously this is my channel. Thanks everybody that's been viewing stuff. Some things have made it to BitChute, some things haven't. I am going to be doing some more work on the I did some recapture of this, the studio render, from different angles and different cameras, and so I'm hoping to do some editing on that. It's going to be interesting. But why can I not find that? So let's go see if I can find it really quickly. In Firefox, I can probably stop sharing. So now you can look at me. I don't know what they're doing next door. I'm very tired. Come on. Close some tabs. So anyway, and I'm hoping I want to talk to Jesse. I think we're supposed to meet up with him later today. See if we can do some cross channel stuff. That'd be interesting. She's really cool.
So anyway, and I'm hoping I want to.
And I sound like I'm tired because I am tired. That's why. And is this gonna work? It's been fun to watch along. You leaving? We're not leaving until Tuesday. The wolf. Oh, were you watching my screen share there? I mean, I can do that again. I gotta find the right window. Yeah, the problem is I can't wear. I need new glasses, and these don't work very well when I'm less than arm's length away. And so then if I put them on, I can't see. But then I look even more dreadful than. And it's low light, even though I've opened up stuff. I should have done is put this in the window, and then would have had a nice light up from outside. Let's see if it's the snow. Yep, but it looks like it's warming up. So yeah, it snowed today. It's supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow, and then tomorrow it's going to be mid 50s and then mid 60s after that. So crazy Midwestern weather. That Cincinnati isn't quite that crazy, but it does do crazy things. So how many we got watching? It's like this thing was supposed to tell me. It's I'm used to doing this without my camera on, so when I'm looking at stuff, I see my face, and it really throws me off. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit of my experiences with this Macintosh. Let's see. I wonder if it'll show up if I screen share. Let me see. Let me do that screen share again. And I'm using it. No, I didn't present to everyone, so I didn't show anything, did I? So anyway, this is definitely on a Mac. This is a 17-inch MacBook Pro. It's an older one, which is why Apple doesn't support it anymore. And then people have asked me about my BitChute. I do, although this week I haven't done it, but usually I do share the links to. Basically, what I have it do is set up. This is my most popular.
Hey, it's Brainmuffin back.
We don't need to have a stream inside a stream. It's going to be the bandwidth. It's going to be incredible. But these are my more popular ones. But this is my stuff, and I have changed this multiple times, and it's still not showing up right. So I really got to figure that out. And yeah, only 10 subscribers. But basically, although it did miss one, so if you look at my videos on this concert somewhere. It doesn't always make it, and I don't know why. So we have this Billy D. Williams video that did not go, but the rest of them are there automatically. Within 4 hours, it does that. So I want to see. Let me get the stream.
See if we can do some cross.
I don't know how well this is going to work.
I don't know why.
I'm going to mute myself.
It does that. So
now it won't do it. It's not doing it. But basically, the only weirdness that I've encountered is sometimes down here, I get some flicker when I'm using the touchpad, and that is really it. I've got USB items that I've put in, so it didn't do it. So I'm going to stop that so we can chew up the bandwidth. Stop presenting. But basically, I mean, yeah, I've been dumping things out of my cards using this. This one does not have an SD reader. It is that old. It is the unibody though, all aluminum, so it's kind of heavy. Plugged it in. I dragged files off of it. I uploaded my server file. Of course, that's Linux. The Linux actually is really easy. But so far, and I wanted to test the camera. I wanted to see if this was going to work. I'm using a trackball because the trackpad just becomes a pain in the butt after a while. As a USB trackball, but there's a port in here that I don't remember what the heck it is, and I think there is a USB-C port, and there's something else. And at some point, I'm going to try everything and make sure this one still has a CD-ROM burner too. Make sure it works as well. But yeah, this is still viable equipment, and yet Apple doesn't want to support it, and I don't know why. That's what they do. And but Linux Mint, it took me. I had to use a USB stick bootable to get it to go do. Ironically, I had to use a Windows machine to create that. I had a utility for my iMac, and it never booted. It wouldn't even boot on other PC hardware. So I don't know what the heck it did, but it didn't do crap. No, celebration actually goes through Monday. I forget the exact schedule. I'd have to look it up online. Basically, we have a 5-day pass. Now, so what the 5-day pass, unfortunately, is the lovely baby Ridley. Different passes have different things, but all of ours came with this. So I think all the 5 days are, and that ought to tell you something. So the 5-day pass is Ray. Ray's jumping over that TIE fighter that I assume Kylo Ren is flying. That's only an assumption. Because we thought from the Last Jedi trailer that he actually hit the button that launched the missiles, but he doesn't. And so we'll assume that he's in there. And yes, they're what is crazy, and it's my view predictable. There's a handful of people as Ray. There's a handful of somebody calling me spam call. There's only probably for every one person you see from the new movies, you'll see 10 from the original. And there's still some prequel. Quite a few. Yesterday, there were quite a few young women walking around as Queen Amidala in her various costumes from, I guess, mostly the first movie. Phantom Menace, doesn't she wear a bunch of different costumes to Phantom Menace because she's the queen, and then she becomes senator after the next one or something like that. Or maybe I don't remember. I've only seen all those once, and but anyway, so very ornate gowns, and there have been a few holdos. I was very surprised. There's been several people that have done holdo, and I got some pictures. Not a lot. I'm not really good at getting pictures of people, but in purple, but looking a lot better than what's her name did in the movie, Laura Dern. So it's very strange, but some of the cosplay is absolutely fantastic. There's solo cosplay, the very elaborate stuff with where they have the full helmet. Of course, the 501st is here. Members are all over the place. They did a walkthrough the other day. They don't march; they walk, but all in that various Imperial gear. I mean, there's people in full, like the pilots and the stormtroopers and snowtroopers, and I know they're hot as crap and all that stuff. So. But no, it's been pretty cool. It's not as big. It is big. It's not as big. It's not as crowded as I thought it would be. But I mean, there are people that are standing in line for 8 hours to get a chance at being able to buy a Funko Pop that's only available here. They don't have very many of them, so there is some items that are faux scarcity, if you will, and they're not really. They're not really rare. Only because who knows? In 2 months they'll have them all. They'll make more of them. Disney will sell them. So, but there are things like that. I haven't been in any panels. Been doing a lot of video, walking around the floor, getting various angles, different things. People interacting. A lot of the stuff I've gotten of video has been of if cosplayers. I'm usually getting video instead of pictures, but I do have a few. Let's see if I can. Maybe I can try and see how if I can share some things. Do a couple little more tests here, and then I'm going to wrap up. And I do have some stuff to get off of one of my cards. So at the 11th, I'm just going to pop up something randomly. It's hard to see the very small icons. Of course, a lot of sterilization done in post. So a lot of stuff I'm doing handheld. His Jeff, his Kindle. Oh, this was cool. So I don't know if I share, it's probably not. I probably ought to make sure I may mute it if I can. Let's just do it this way. I know I'm a bit disorganized here. I'm going to minimize this though, but I'm going to close that. Let's just close some tabs. So they had this was the Asian Airlines. I'm gonna knock the sound down, hopefully. But yeah, some of the main things of celebration are over. But there's stuff today, there's stuff tomorrow, and then we go home Tuesday. But there's Nick and I both doing stuff, and well, the spam calls are. I've left a message. But anyway, they have these airplanes. These are models of the aircraft that they have painted. Of course, people then walk right in front of you, even though you're just standing there. That one wasn't, my handheld there was not very good at all. And then various booths. Just try to get some shots. Various things. So some of these things are not very long. And is this us leaving? Yeah. So there's a Sailor Moon. I walked right past her and didn't even see that. There are some weird cosplays. I mean, even at I've been to several. These people are the ones standing in line for God knows what. Going down the escalators is when we were leaving, and they're trying to leave. Actually, we got so you have there's Jesse, Miles, and some others. Let's see if I can get. Yeah, as day one when we were trying to leave, ran into some fans. So this is Jeff talking to a fan, and I got Jeremy talking to a fan too. But I can't remember which clip it is. Yeah, there it is. So there's Jeremy talking to some fans, and this guy here has the exact same hat that Jeremy does, and he's wanting to find another one. They discussed it like that. So, but this right here is how the interaction has been with the fans that I've seen. Everybody's been nice, polite, and when you're nice and polite, that's exactly what you get back, and you get people talking to you, and it's been awesome. So, been very good. Let's see the second day. Let's see if there's anything I did longer shots on this, but not as much. So this was Saturday. The problem is the lighting changes so much. I finally had to just get into and it was hard to get this because everything was so dark to get the details. I did boost some things as they were posing. But anyway, all right. So I guess the wolf is the only person that's been on here. Thanks, man. Thanks for showing up, and I just wanted to do a test because I didn't know if any of this stuff was going to work. I was trying to get some of their announcement stuff. This is some more fans here, meeting Jeff, and there's Kendo and Nick. And when it gets settled, and then to try and get everybody so I don't get so much back of the head, get people talking, it's a bit tough. This is why when you watch a television show or something, it's the fourth wall is not there. All right, thanks very much, Wolf, and hopefully I'll do this some more of this a bit later when I'm a bit more prepared. And actually, maybe I should have brought my microphone. I don't know, but that would have been interesting. Stop sharing, yes, and back to me. All right, but anyway, there's other clips. I'm going to get off the cards and other images. I'll look at that. Maybe I'll throw some stuff together. And if anybody has any ideas on good video editing software for Linux, I've tried several of them. I don't like any of them. Final Cut Pro is what I normally use, but I don't use all of its features, so I don't necessarily need something that powerful. All right, thanks everybody, and thanks for sharing. See you hopefully I don't know about later today, but maybe tomorrow. All right, bye.